Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, friends, followers, relatives, and whatever else you might be categorized as. It is Saturday morning, roughly 8:27. It's a balmy 81 degrees. It's still going to be warm today, but it's cooling down. Yesterday was high 90s. My car thermometer said over 100. I don't know if I believe that, but it's possible. Anyway, today I'm on my way to go back up near where I work, near the library that I go to on occasion. There's some hiking trails, and they're not professional hiking trails, but they're public hiking trails that are probably designed for someone like me who is not a professional hiker but still wants to be active. So my goal today is to spend an hour or two hiking those trails. I'm hoping that there will be a parking spot because the parking looked limited, but I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm going to go hiking. So, and I also have a shout out to Al. Al, happy birthday. Pat, if you wouldn't mind forwarding this, unless he has access to the computer. I don't know if he's a Facebook YouTuber, but happy birthday, Al. I heard he's 21 today. Anyway, so I'm heading up north. Right now I'm on West Indian School, heading west. And ironically, I've got to go north and east, but it's just the best way because of the expressway or the 101. So I'm going to pop on the 101 here shortly. And yesterday I went to this Venture Bar or Venture Grill. They suppose they have like a car cruising thing. Well, at the hour that I was there were no cars or hot rods or bikes. Well, there was a motorcycle and one cool car, but not really a selection. So I didn't get any photos. But I was able to watch some of the hockey game. I was watching Philadelphia and the Philadelphia Flyers against the Washington Capitals. Now the Washington Capitals had a dominant 3-1 games lead, and yesterday the Capitals lost 2-0. So now it's 3-2. So Philly is not dead, despite the rumors or the reports in the newspaper. The Flyers are still alive. I still think the Capitals will finish them off, but the Capitals have had a history of playoff disappointment, so I hope that doesn't happen. I think that I'd like to see some new teams in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Capitals would be a cool team to be in there, but of course that means that they would have to beat my son's Pittsburgh Penguins, who are up over the New York Rangers. I think they're up 3-1. They play today. So if you couldn't tell, I am a hockey fan. My kids play hockey, and I enjoy hockey very much. I think what I like about it is, of all the four major sports, they're among the least paid. They have a well-developed minor league system, and so does baseball, but hockey is a great... And I think that, in general, hockey players are in less trouble for domestic violence and drugs and all that other stuff compared to the other sports. I think obviously basketball, football, and baseball, and I think it's because in those sports the money is so much more. I think people come from dirt poor to $100 million and they don't know how to handle it. You know, they ought to teach a class on how to handle it. Like, maybe the real answer is maybe they get paid way too much. If you think about it, there are so many more ways to access or reallocate that capital. But I believe in capitalism, and you got to get what you can get, and if you get a lot, great. If you get a little, that sucks to be you, but try to get a lot. So maybe it is okay that these athletes get millions and millions of dollars, because it is entertaining, and I do watch, to some extent, every sport. And I really want to get into soccer or football, but the U.S. brand isn't anywhere near where it should be. I love watching World Cup or Olympic soccer, or sometimes I'll watch an English Premier League or some of the other leagues. And when you see how good these players are across the globe, it's so cool. It's so cool. I guess that's kind of what I like about hockey, and both hockey and soccer. It's really, truly an international sport. Baseball is becoming that way too now, but with soccer and with hockey, a lot of the best players are not necessarily born in the USA. And I kind of like to see, of course, I'm true blue, patriotic and in favor of America, but I kind of like the diversity of those sports, soccer and hockey, because we get people from all over the world. You can just, and I think sports can build bridges between nations. And instead of wars, maybe we can just use the Olympics to determine our conflicts. Maybe we should focus on, and if you look at most of these hockey teams and soccer teams, they've got players from every country or many countries and different religions and beliefs and backgrounds. And guess what? They work together towards a common goal. and that common goal is to win. And why can't we as nations, different people, diversity, why can't we work together to eliminate hunger and poverty and disease and famine and the other problems in the world? You know, and global warming, if that's such a thing. I don't know if it is or not. Pollution. So together, you know, and I think about, you know, World War II. We didn't rely on just people from America. We did everything we could to get a group of people from all over the world to help solve that problem. And that meant that we had people from Germany, we had people from all over the world. And Germany was our enemy, but we had people in Germany that emigrated to America, and because of them, we were able to create technology that wasn't available if it was just true Americans working on it. And, you know, this whole wall thing, I'm not in favor of having a lot of illegal people in America, but I'm also not in favor of turning away hardworking people that need help. You know, as the Pope said, you know, we need to build bridges, not walls, because again, some of our best and most creative individuals came from somewhere else, and then they became Americans. Isn't that what America's about? You know, taking a diverse group of melting pot of people, and in that group of people, turning them into Americans, believing in what we do, our freedom, our capitalism, our American dream. It is. And is there a way to maybe change the way that and again, I don't want the riffraff coming in, I don't want the drug dealers, I don't want the criminals coming in, but the people that I know that have came from other countries all are here because they want to be here, they want to contribute to society, they want to be a positive. Maybe that's just the circles I run in, but you know, I haven't seen the other side of it. I haven't seen the illegals coming in and creating problems or issues, and I'm sure they exist, but I think it's at a smaller scale than what the popular media would lead you to believe. And I've mentioned in another video that really the problem isn't letting these people, keeping these people out. The problem is, why don't we build up our neighbors? You know, make our neighbors not want to emigrate to America by helping them, by eliminating the drugs and the corruption in those countries. And they have such wonderful resources, not to mention just beautiful beaches and wonderful people and great food and culture, but they also have natural resources. And if they were properly exploited, those monies can be reallocated across the entire country in such a way that they wouldn't, that would create jobs. The economy would boom, and there would be no need for them to emigrate here. Anyway, food for thought. Anyway, so I'm off to hike. That was the purpose of this video, but I digress. Anyway, I want you all to have a great Saturday. I hope to get some pictures finally, and maybe some more videos of something other than me talking into my telephone. You know, as a kid I remember, oh yeah, video phones is going to be all the rage. And we do have Skype, video conferencing, and I guess it isn't every call. So most calls are, well, actually calls are kind of going by the wayside. I think text or Snapchat have supplanted talking, emails, you know, and people do talk on the phone. And the problem is I work in a phone center all day long, so I talk to people all day long. Guess where? On the telephone. So when I get home, the last thing I want to do is talk to somebody on the telephone. But texting is so easy. I get to rest my voice. Anyway, have a great Saturday, and we'll chat later. Bye-bye.